Mike Tirico and Greg Olson ready for some preseason football. Off we go here in Inglewood. And that's a decent return out to the 29-yard line. And the offense will get play one of the game from right there. Already it is season 7 for Justin Herbert. Greg, he was the 6th overall pick back in 2020.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
And they mark him down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards on the ground, and that's a quick first down to open it up.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnson. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good games, 19 for this one.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On first down, right back to Hampton. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the gun, it's Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That's complete. It is Trey Harris. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
17 yards.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
By down. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Hampton. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown.
old saying, Mike, the games don't count, but they matter. And these are the kind of things that really matter. Efficiency, in and out of the huddle, really work the offense and the process. And that's exactly what we saw here. To be this well-oiled early in the year is a great sign of things to come once we get to the regular season here in a couple weeks.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. The Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Ooh. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Brock Purdy leading this 49ers offense out from the last pick in the draft to his 5th season in the NFL.
Well, I'm just so happy we can move past the, last pick in the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. Those conversations with Brock Purdy, in my mind, Mike, they're over. And this is a bona fide, top-tier NFL quarterback. The 49ers paid him as such just a season ago. And when you look at the chaos that happened around this organization last year, the injuries, the star players in and out of the lineup, that's the number one thing going into the season. They got to keep Brock Purdy behind center, keep the talented offensive players around him, because when they're all on the field with Kyle Shanahan, this is a Super Bowl contender.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. They'll motion over Samuel. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. He gets free. Still on the move. Inside the 10. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll start on the ground with Hampton.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
12 at the 28-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
Third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On play action, it's Herbert. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's going to make his way out of bounds. That did not work as planned. Good size loss to take on first down.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Now Herbert again. That's to the right side and caught by Gadsden. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. He most likely was going to result in a sack.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
11 more yards.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
McConkey in motion. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Motion man is Johnston. Herbert to throw on. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Michael Williams getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is brought in at the 10. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Point
Cameron
after now
Dicker
from
for the
Dicker.
extra point.
The kick is good. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49ers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Kittle is the man in motion. They'll motion over Samuel. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Mike, I'm not
First
sure
down,
that there is a
San
player
Francisco.
in the NFL who is more important to their offensive success than Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you talk about do it all. I mean, from a pure running standpoint, he's as good as it gets. Over 100 catches. The sheer volume of snaps, the sheer volume of touches. I mean, it is just hard to replicate and really describe what a career Christian McCaffrey has had.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
His 49-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Kittle is the man in motion. Now the pitch comes to McCaffrey. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Taken down at the 41.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They send Evans in motion. On play action, here's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
3rd and short. Purdy. That's caught. It's Evans. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-7 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They come up now on third down and 4 to go. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I know they get to 3. But I'll tell you what, Mike, you look around the league, the fourth down craze that's kind of taken and building a lot of momentum here. 4th and 1 in the red zone, I'm going for it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just think you have to score touchdowns in this league to win over time. And especially if you can't get a yard with this offensive line, then you've got bigger problems.
So Piñeiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Chargers ball, and Omari and Hampton, they're back. Coming out with the LA offense. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Hampton. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now, Herbert. Open man, left side. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, LA.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll have it. 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Hampton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Charger first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
Toss left, and it's Vidal. Whoa! Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up. Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be second and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
To throw is Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes third and goal.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need
to the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, LA. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are out to a 21-10 lead.
49ers 10.
goes, ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 33-yard line. Big time play by McCaffrey. 32 yards.
First down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
A run for the first time here with Jordan James. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And caught with one hand. What concentration to bring it in.
Catching the ball with one hand used to be a big deal. Everybody used to get all excited over these big splash highlight plays, but I feel like now we've kind of become numb to it. It's expected. This is what we're accustomed to seeing every single week, and I'll tell you what, they make it look easy.
Here's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
I think this decision clearly comes to the fact that this head coach, he has a ton of confidence in his quarterback, understanding he's going to make the right decision in the right moment. And in this case, starts out as a passer, quickly decides to turn into a runner. He's able to pick up the first down.
To throw on first down is Purdy. And not liking anything downfield, he'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Now facing 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That one thrown behind his target. And it'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners are able to get it back within a score.
What a fine Pinheiro turned out to be last year, huh, Mike? I mean, think, he was let go by Carolina, and then it was San Francisco that picked him up after Jake Moody struggled in the opener. And all Pinheiro did was reward him by going 28 for 29 in the regular season. That was the best kicking percentage in all of football.
So Pinheiro has a field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 5. Harris, the man in motion. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Omarion Hampton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Scott out to punt. Kick is away. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. handoff to McCaffrey. He's trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On second down, Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's going to take me some time, Mike. It's going to be hard to get used to seeing Mike Evans in a 49ers jersey, but the one thing I am used to is seeing plays like that. You think over 12 years in Tampa, struggled with some injuries, failed to reach 1,000 yards for the first time in his career a season ago, and the Bucs move on. San Francisco says, thank you very much, we'll take you, and it's a big-time player joining a really good team.
First and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one is caught by Kirk, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Second down and 3. Here's Purdy again. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And third down coming up.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike. He's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Has his man. It's Samuel. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 32 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Back to the air again is Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Back to the air is Purdy. He's going nowhere. Loses yards. So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Purdy. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers are back within 5.
16.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks much. Scott Hansen and crew from Orlando. More from SoFi in just a bit. But first, a quick look at the highlights from our first half, and we got to shine the spotlight on this man, Ladd McConkey. He's got a couple of touchdown catches already with a chance to make it a really big game in this second half. To see if he can do it, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. The middle, here's McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards and a solid start to the half with a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Kyle Juszczyk.
A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
Play action now. Purdy. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that line. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Kittle is the man in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep is Darius Davis. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. On the give, here's Hampton. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Another run here with Hampton. Oh, the ball comes out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. Oh, what an effort from the defense. They forced their way in there, get the stop, and a loss of about 2 yards.
It's a loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Got his man. It's Kirk. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down. Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get two more.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for two, and it does not pan out.
22. Chargers 21.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Chargers ball, and Omari and Hampton, they're back, coming out with the LA offense. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Loss of two.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
McConkey in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Makes it third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
McConkey in motion. On the handoff, it's Hampton. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
That's another.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
On first down, right back to Hampton. Whoa! And Amarian Hampton is in for the Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Chargers.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for two.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing now is Herbert. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he finds his way into the end zone again. Good stretch, finding the goal line, the touchdown, and the two-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over.
So here's
first
Brock
and 10
Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The tackle by
Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First down.
The ability
San
to be
Francisco.
effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Purdy on first down. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Second and long coming up. They send Evans in motion. Purdy now on second down. Throw on the run is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A run. This is Hampton. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll go again with Hampton. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
He's forced out of bounds.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. McCaffrey. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tuli Tuipulotu there for the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 7. Now the pitch comes to McCaffrey. And the defense is there again. This time he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to set up 3rd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No 1st down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Waitman now on to punt. Kick is away. Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action now. Herbert throwing right. That's Johnston. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
7.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
49ers offense ready to take over once again.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Hart. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown.
You know, it's one of those throws that it almost seems like everyone in this stadium could see coming except the quarterback. And defender takes a little bit of a chance. He reads it right from the jump. Great break on the ball, Mike. And there's just nothing anyone else can do. They just can't catch him, and he's gone.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. Now an opening past the 30. good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
First down, 10 yards to go. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Purdy to Debo for a Niner first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
The tackle. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
They send Evans in motion. 3rd and short. Purdy. That's caught. It's Evans. And he will score. Game on. Mike Evans. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He gets it to
The
go.
kick is good.
And the 49ers will cut the
Makes
deficit
score
to 7.
Chargers 36, 49ers 29.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return, here comes Davis. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Chargers ball, and Amari and Hampton, they're back, coming out with the LA offense. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On the ground, Hampton. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
At the 16-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now, Herbert. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it. And they are in business. It'll be first and goal. A sudden change here. They've got it back inside the 10-yard line.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Trying again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Kittle is the man in motion. On second down, Purdy. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Third and goal, Purdy. He's just been under constant pressure. Hit as he got rid of it. They rule it an incomplete pass.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
A 26-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
Yeah, all right, so it's going to help a little bit, but, I mean, take a look here, Mike. With the score, with the time, you find yourself down in the fourth quarter, and kicking field goals, I'm not sure. Other than just getting you a little bit closer, it feels like that drive was touchdown or bust.
Pinheiro to
So
kick off
Pinheiro
for
had the
San
field goal
Francisco.
a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Crazy. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own
The Chargers
28-yard
offense
line.
ready to see what they can do with this next possession. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Herbert to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He gets this one complete to Johnston. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing, Herbert. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? You know, these are the kind of games, Mike, that when you look at the scoreboard, it has to dictate a little bit of your decision-making. And, you know, with both teams moving the ball as well as they have and scoring as well as they have, I'm not sure how much 3 points is going to wind up helping you in the long run. So I do understand just continue to accumulate points, but feels like this is a touchdown game.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. And a battle for this one, it is caught by the receiver. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's the versatile Jordan James. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing again is Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Complete to Debo Samuel.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They set up the screen to James. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Chargers take over first.
Chargers ball, and Amari and Hampton, they're back, coming out with the LA offense. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Hampton. And they bring him down by 9 till he crosses midfield. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. The defense uses its 2nd time out here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On the give, here's Hampton. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so a 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. It's 3rd and 4. Another run here with Hampton.
Hampton again, the ball carrier. Nick Martin on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
You know, we just see week in and week out, these kicks almost just become like pedestrian. They're just ho-hum, what's another 50-yarder, 60-yarder? These guys are just incredible. And then you factor in the pressure, the moment of the game. These kickers, I don't think NFL kicking has ever been better.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So, here's Brock Purdy. And this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass brought in by Samuel. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. Oh, and a crusher there. He's taken a throwaway, and he's taken down.
And of all the sacks they have had in this game, Mike, that's the biggest one yet. That is a big-time play. You know what they say? Sacks end games, and that might have been it right there.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
That one on target with Kirk. They've got it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Purdy going to put it up again. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Still a very important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win. And the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. And he's not going to get there. They stop him short, and this remains a 1-point game.
49ers 41.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. And this one is covered by the hands team. They secure it here in the final seconds. And that should be enough for them to get out of here with a W. Herbert down to a knee. And that should wrap this one up. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.